Hello and welcome back.
You
to
missed
the
your
6th
cue,
Street.
Eric.
Oh man, this is not a video program. No one can see you counting me in. Take it from the top. Hello and welcome back to 6th Street Underground, a very professional Zenless Zone Zero podcast discussing all things ZZZ. As always, I'm your host, Eric, and I'm joined by my ever wonderful co-host, Brian. Hi, Brian. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
We did it. 2 years.
Hey,
Yeah.
Come on. We're officially toddlers.
We can do it. We can walk and babble, and we've said one bad word. And it's very funny. Happy birthday, ZZZ.
Happy
It's coming
ZZ
soon.
Day.
Happy ZZZ Day, which means we're getting pretty close to the anniversary for the 6th Street Underground.
Yeah.
Because we started this thing not long after the game launched.
About a month afterwards.
So that'll be exciting. I should probably know the day, but I don't.
It's the 22nd of August.
Is it? I don't trust you, Brian.
Yeah, check it.
Okay, cool.
Check it right now.
I don't have my calendar.
I
pulled up.
remember important dates, Eric.
You know I don't have my calendar pulled up.
I
It
remember
bogs
our
Discord.
anniversary.
I have it engraved in my wedding ring. As a beautiful anniversary gift, we got one heck of a special program just a couple days ago
Look at all the things.
that we're going to talk about, but we're also going to talk a little bit about Norma, because Norma has come out since our last episode, and any other going-ons in ZZZ. So we got a packed day ahead of us, man.
You could say
Yeah.
there was an enormous amount of information.
Enorma-Eous amount.
E-Norma-Eous.
It's completely lost the plot, Brian.
Norma.
I also just realized I have my game open right now, so I can check things, but I haven't done my breckies for the day. And the temptation to crank the volume on my Steam Deck on max and just hold that next to the microphone so you can hear, so we can both be yelled at by a bear is
Don't do that,
fun.
Eric.
I'm not.
Don't do it.
I like the.
They don't
people
deserve
who
that.
Listen to our podcast. Brian, let's talk about Norma. I know last time we recorded, you were pretty in on Norma. Did that change? Did you get her? Where are we feeling now that you know what's coming in 3.1?
I really want her, but the rolls were not in my favor.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did you go to 50?
I went past 50.
Oh no!
I went halfway to hard pity.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, this is just too much for Norma
Yeah.
when Remiel's coming out, and she's going to be insane.
Yes, Remiel looks wild. You know how I wasn't really interested in Norma, and I was like, she seems cool, but there's a lot of things coming in?
You got her?
I went to 50-50 because I looked at all my rolls, and I had enough between what I'd saved up, all the things we're getting in 3.1, plus top-ups and everything. I was like, I have enough to get to either win the 50 coin flip or be set up to get Remiel when she comes out. And I did win the 50-50 coin flip.
Oh,
So
nice.
one of us is a Norma haver, and she's very fun to use. I don't think missing her from your account is as heavy as like not having dial in. If we were talking about stunners, and like there's some bias because there's the most recent Deadly Assault. At least one boss like wants you to have Norma because it cares about chain attacks and is fire weak. So it's like, hey, do you remember how you got Evelyn a long time ago and stopped using her? Guess what, fool? Like, bring her back. So I think she's really cool. I enjoy playing her. She's easy to play. So I would keep an eye on the meta because I could very much see them making more characters as a way of balancing out dial in, making more characters that care more about their chain attacks than they do about their ultimates, which would continue to increase the value of Norma and also continue to increase the value of people knowing how to do chain cancels because that's free chain attacks for your DPS. But I like her. She's fun. In the time before 3.1, I made a mission to do all of the hangout events, with every character I own.
Okay.
So that's like the ones where you walk around and they like look at, and you can look at things in the
Yeah.
city. I did all of the hangout events, all of their flower making together, all of their play 2 games at the arcade for every single character that I own, except now Norma, because I just got her recently. And I'm only missing 9 characters from the game.
Okay.
I got 50 polychromes per character.
Hey, that's something.
It's something. I did it. I've been really bothered by like knowing there's polychromes on the table. So that's been like my 3.1 pre 3.1 nonsense has been me trying to get like scrape up extra polychromes. So I've been doing runs of old Hollow Zero to try to get some of those achievements done. And I've been trying to get all the achievements for Snake Duel and Soul Hounds. And I am very bad at both Snake Duel and Soul Hounds. I've got like
some of them are kind
It's
of easy,
brutal.
and some of them are just you're like it's not worth the 10 polys that it gives you.
Yeah, I can get 20 polys for having a snake, or like for getting to floor 900 or something. The best I've done was 650 something in Soul Hounds, and that's still pretty good. The more recent games, like the Mach 25 whatever racer game, you can be dog dirt at that and still get all the polys because it's just a matter of like accumulating points. I wish they did that for Snake and Soul Hounds because man, I would use Victoria housekeeping tickets just to clear that out of the way and get my like 40 polychromes and move on. But I'm spinning my wheels, Brian. We should talk about 3.1.
Okay.
Let's do it. And it looks good. That was a good podcast. Thank you. It looks
Everyone, thank you for listening.
It's been real. Okay. So this is the big one. ZZZ's birthday is coming up. They're going to be 2 years old. I loved the whole setup with like the big set they had like going on with all the cakes and candles and decorations. And the little like commercials in between, like the interstitial commercials where they were setting things up. Where it's like they saw the 2 people in the car, and then there's guys in green suits spinning lights, which was great. More importantly, though, Remiel looks sick, dude.
So she is officially.
She's officially
because I know there's been some question as to whether or not she was actually going to be a special element,
and she is. I feel strongly about this. I don't know about you. I'm very the idea of the new. Also, sorry, I interrupted you. Tell me about the new element, Brian.
I'm referring to it as the Yuzuha element.
Okay.
Because the element is Yuzuha's mechanic.
It's Yuzuha's mechanic, but now you have to farm chips for it.
Yes.
It's called Lumiflux.
It literally just copies whatever the next element of your other agent is.
Yes.
Which is cool.
It's cool. It's why Yuzuha has been like the universal anomaly support since she came out. And so the only way they can make another universal anomaly support would be to like, well, we got a Yuzuha 2.0. Yeah. But let's double down and make it its own element. It's wild to get 2 new elements in the course of 2 patches. That's a lot of chip farming. A lot of pre-farming I couldn't do.
It is that's probably the most annoying part is that's now 2 patches in a row of not being able to pre-farm.
Yeah.
Which it seems like they've at least acknowledged a little bit by the fact that in 3.1 they're going to have triple drop rate. So they're like, okay,
easier.
We can see how maybe this is a little annoying.
Yeah. I'm curious if they did it like this because they think there's going to be another character that uses it.
Presumably, this is their way of front-loading the patch, and hopefully for like all of season 2 or season 3, and maybe into some of season 4, they don't introduce any more new elements. They're like, there's 2 more new ones. We don't need another new element anytime soon.
I mean, the nice thing is that the elements are a lot more standalone in this game than some of their other games. Like in Genshin, the elements have interplay. So anytime you add a new element, like everything changes. That's not really the case here. It just opens up different vulnerabilities for bosses to have, and makes you roll for new characters, because like for Valina, they can now make a wind weak boss. You didn't have
to roll for Valina.
There's not one on standard. There's not a 4-star. Like, there's no A ranks right now. It feels that element feels very like Growing Painsy right now, where they've brought these new things in because it's cool and flashy and it's anniversary in this new region, but they haven't like provided other options for people. Yeah, because like if you let's say your name is Brian, but you haven't been playing ZZZ, but you see all the hype for for their like second anniversary. It's an insanely generous patch. You go, you know what? I'm finally going to try Zenless Zone Zero. You do not have any way of getting access to a wind agent. Yeah. Full stop. She's not on the banner anymore. You don't have it. So then you look at Deadly Assault and you go, oh, cool. There's a boss in Deadly Assault that's weakness is something I literally can't have. That's rough, buddy. Like, that stinks. Yeah, it'll fix itself in the long term.
But yeah, there's no telling when the next wind character is coming out. Yeah.
Maybe a 4-star. I don't know. Hopefully you got Valina, I guess, or don't worry about it. At least the one weak boss also makes their own wind. So like yeah, they make their own wind. Go ahead, Brian. Get it out of your system. But Remiel, Lumaflux, we'll go into more detail once we have her, because she's one of those characters that has a very complicated looking kit that I don't think is going to be nearly as nuanced to actually play.
She, just based off my smooth brain analysis, she kind of, between her element and her playstyle, she seems like a half Yuzuha, half Vivian Bernice of like, you charge up her stuff, you set her off field, she does stuff, and then you bring her on field and she does damage. Yeah. And that's kind of it. Like, it seemed like she is not going to be, she's not a on-field character.
She's not. They said like there's not a lot of field time, lots of damage. And what they've managed to do, which I think is really cool, is the big worry people had was like, if you make a non-main damage dealing Void Hunter, you would never see them. And so like, they only going to make... So they fixed it. So you have to see her. She freezes the screen for you to see her. But the actual, like, for gameplay element, like you're doing Deadly Assault or something where every second counts, you're not spending a long time using her to set up. Yeah. It's you pop her out, you burn charges, you burn energy. She's got a whole different bar she's adding up. And, like, there's lots of different numbers being thrown around. But in reality, it's going to be use her EX special, maybe do some other things, swap out again, and then to be very intentional about when you swap her back in and out, because when she's off field, she's still flying around and blasting things and doing tons of damage and triggering Luminizes and Lumaflux, and then there's Refringe. She has like 3
Soul
proper
Flare
nouns
or something.
like her whole kit is just like proper nouns that trigger when other things happen. But they've also said she pairs really well with Valina and she pairs really well with Jane Doe. And I think this is like the Jane Doe renaissance right now.
Well, especially jumping ahead. Yeah. They saw how well Jane is doing with Valina and they said, what if we upgrade her kit? So I'm super excited about that.
It's awesome.
Jane Doe is storming ahead and I am all for it.
I'm very excited. Because Jane Doe at Mindscape 0 is good. Jane Doe at Mindscape 2 is exceptional. And they're giving us ways to get, we'll talk about it in a second, but there's ways to get more Jane copies. If you're not a Jane haver and you're on the fence and you get the chance to get her, Jane Doe seems like, at least for now, is going to be a really good investment. And also, it's Jane Doe.
Yeah.
It's Jane Doe, man. Like, she looks great. She's super fun to play. She has a bathing suit skin. What are you waiting for? Get Jane Doe. Let's talk about Sigrid, and then we can talk a little bit about like the actual Pat's video, or we can save that for later. Sigrid is coming out as well. Ice Attacker. Whereas Remiel seems complicated, and it's probably going to be very easy to play. Sigrid will not probably be quite as easy to play.
It's always hard to tell because the description videos never give you an idea.
Yeah.
So it's either she's going to be, it all depends on how easy it is to do her combo.
It feels very reactive because you have a built-in perfect parry that if you perfect parry gives her stacks for her combos. And so it's the return of attackers being like complicated. I'm going to use the word complicated in scare quotes, like more complicated to use and to set up well. But then like when you get a stun window, like she enhances her basic attacks to do ice damage. By doing different things, she can build up charges to get her like a really dope lance dash attack. That's like the bread and butter of her kit. She can build up charges of those, and those charges are levels. And at like max level, like each level, it does more damage. You can perfect parry to bump up a level automatically, which is really nice. But then also, it snapshots the level that she's at when you're about to enter a stun window, or you can snapshot the level she's at before you enter a stun window. And then when the enemy is stunned, she cannot go below that level. So if you set her up well, she will do insane amounts of damage during a stun window. If you goof it, it probably won't do as much as you want it to do. So to me, she feels like Banyue, but ice. And I'm very excited for it. And I'm getting her. There's no question.
Yeah, she does look really cool. I'll be interested to see exactly how, because yeah, they have definitely gone back and forth with how difficult characters are to pilot. Yeah.
You got Banyue, and then we got Yesheng Wang. And Yesheng Wang is like, can you hit 5 buttons? Okay, you'll never die. Yeah. Have fun. Good job. You did it. Sigrid looks really, really cool. She's another one of those, though. Like, if you have a pretty well-built ice couple of teams on your account.
Which no one does.
Which, of course, no one does. She's skippable. But she's getting a really dope swimsuit, and look at her. Like, I'm not skipping anything in this. I might not get her W engine. But Sigurd's looking really good too, man. Yeah. It's going to be
Speaking of patch. Skins, they are dropping a ton of skins for one patch.
We get the free skin for the patch is Alice. Right? No, it's Lucy. Sorry.
Lucy.
It's Lucy. And it's super cute, and I really like it. It's got kind of like a tennis club look to it, which I like. You know? Sigrid
which makes
gets a
sense
skin.
Since she's a rich kid.
She's a rich, preppy kid. I was surprised when Sigrid got her skin to find out that she doesn't have horse feet. And I don't know what that says about me. She got real feet. She just wears horseshoes. I don't know if you noticed.
No, I don't pay attention to their feet.
Yeah, man, me neither. But if I did, she's got like 6-inch heels on in her summer skin. So she still has the same foot profile as in her normal like skin, but her normal skin, like she just straight up has like, she has like heelless heels on that look like
that's amazing.
Boots. Yeah, man.
That she does wear horse high heels right? In her armor.
That skin looks excellent, though. I'm probably going to pick it up. Remiel's getting a skin.
2 skins.
My question for you, Brian, is are you going to control yourself or are you just going to buy both of them?
It's a 30% discount if you get both, Eric.
At this price, it would be foolish not to buy it.
You're leaving money on the table.
Here's the thing, though. Base skin looks good. The black outfit that we first saw her in looks really good.
Yeah.
The bathing suit looks really good. So which one am I going to put on? Like, I need a feature that randomizes what she uses each time I pick her.
Especially since the black outfit also has 2 forms.
It has a mask you can put on. So at this point, I feel like I'm going... And my big problem is that like I like all of them, but the base skin reminds me of Dorothy from Nikkei. And I love Dorothy from Nikkei. So I'm like, if I buy a skin, will I even use it? But also, they're discounted right now. There's going to be a discount. It's the League of Legends problem you and I used to have of being like, well, it's new and it's cheaper now.
Yeah.
So I probably have to get it. And you're like,
Yeah,
Brian, you have 7 skins for Jinx already. What are you doing? Don't do this.
You gots to get it though. This one's slightly different color.
It looks really good. Shout out to anybody who gets it. I might just buy the I'm gonna say nighttime outfit, the black lace outfit. Lots of skins, and they're also I think that they said they're adding all of the other bathing suit skins to the permanent shops. If you didn't have Vivian's skin or Jane Doe's skin, I know they mentioned Vivian's. I don't remember if they mentioned Jane Doe's.
And Alice.
And
Alice also has a.
Yuzuha has one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of it looks really good. They've put a lot of attention to it. They really are trying to sell 3.1 in a pretty amazing way.
I like. I'll be interested to see whether or not they kind of do. If it's like a. I don't know what the word is. But the fact that like Remiel and Sigrid are going to be at the fantasy resort, so they're down on Eridu.
Yeah.
Like,
I totally.
If they're going to like address that at all, or if they're just going to be like, look, we're at a fantasy resort, just go with it.
Yep. We're not going to address the elephant in the room, the horse feet in the room.
Yeah.
They're here.
The human feet.
Yeah, the human feet in the room. It's Sigrid, who is part of essentially the Roskilde for police, hanging out with prime #1 S-rank fugitive criminal Remiel, just chilling on the beach together. And Lucy. And Lucy's here. Oh, man. We're also getting a new Bang Boo. That I like this new trend of like Void Hunter specific Bang Boo.
We're getting Ariel. Undadussi.
Everything's better when there's a feather, because she is feather. So this Bang Boo, it does have a grouping effect, which I think is really nice. It might make it more useful, dare I say, than other Bang Boo, because it's going to be able to group enemies. So things like shield defense hopefully won't be so miserable. But the fact that you can't control it, I don't know. I'll get it. I'll use it with her. Just because I like Void Hunter specific Bang Boo. It makes it easier to pick.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it's easy to get Bang Boos.
Yep. Okay, so let's talk banners coming up. I think we'll save the actual video for last because there's a lot to unpack. 3.1, like they did with, I think, Yesheng Wang, Remiel runs the entirety of 3.1. Remiel gets a 2-banner long banner.
Yep.
In phase 1, alongside Remiel, we're getting Arya, which is her first rerun, I believe.
Yeah.
And then phase 2, it gets a little bit more complicated. We get Sigrid, so this is Sigrid's run as phase 2. But they're also doing a triple banner rescreening for a couple of really, really good characters.
And Harumasa.
Who's getting a banner, which is exciting.
Poor Harumasa. This man, his first ever banner, because he was only a free agent, and he's going up against a Void Hunter, Arya, so one of the angels that are still popular.
Oh, yeah.
Yuzuha and Dial-In. This man could not have gone up against a more stacked banner.
It's a tough banner to be against Dial-In, who is arguably the most universally effective character in the game, and Yuzuha, who is really, really good for pretty much every anomaly unit. And even with Remiel coming out, Remiel is not kicking Yuzuha out of the meta because there's lots of anomaly weak bosses now. And so it's just nice to have another one. I don't think they play well together, though. So
Harumasa being on this banner is a direct attack on people like Kumisaki, who is in our Discord, and she
Shout out to Kumisaki.
She likes Harumasa.
Oh, it's
and
so
they
so
said,
mean.
You know what? Pay us.
Yeah.
Pay us if you want more of him.
If you want. Fortunately, at least she has him already. But it's a tough sell. If this feels them being like, listen, look, we gave him a banner. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there he is. He's right there. But if you don't have Dial-In and you don't have Yuzuha, that banner is totally worth saving up for.
Yeah.
The rescreening banners have slightly different rules. When it gets closer, we'll kind of talk through it again. I think rescreening banner pity only carries between other rescreening banners when they do these like big batch reruns for characters. Yeah. But it's exciting for like, so we have a couple of people in the Discord who either didn't have the currency for Dial-In or joined after Dial-In or Yuzuha, and have been like, I can feel that my account is missing something when I do Deadly Assault or Shiyu Defense because I don't have these characters. They're worth picking up. Dial-In can take a very scuffed run and still make you get 3 stars. Like, I did probably the worst ever Evelyn run in my life before I got Norma, and put Dial-In in there and still ended up with 26,000 points. So like it does the job, man.
Yeah, but yeah, these banners are why I waited on Norma.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me see what 3.1 is, and I said, okay.
Yeah.
I can't spend my tickets on Norma when like such a stacked 3.1 is coming out.
Brian, I did the same thing. I got Norma yesterday when I was at my kid's swim lesson. Like I was like, okay, now that I've seen everything that came out, I know I have enough to do 70 rolls and maybe win or maybe not.
Yeah.
So in addition to the new banners running, we're getting 2 new disc drive sets. One of them is called Feather Fate, but really it's just called This is for Remiel. What are you doing?
Yep.
It gives anomaly proficiency, and it cares about Lumiflux, which at present and for the foreseeable future is just Remiel. Which I like, because it means I can discard ones that aren't perfect for her without feeling like I'm missing something. I can just trash them.
There is nothing worse than the generic ones, and you're like, they're just taking up space.
Yep.
They probably will never be good, but they might be.
But what if?
Yeah.
This piece rolled 4 times in the defense. No one but Ben cares about that. I should get rid of it. Unless they release a set that it cares about defense and also is the same colors as Eric's new obsession character after Sigrid comes out.
Yeah. The Thorned Rose set seems to heavily imply the theory that Claret is going to be a defense-based attacker, maybe?
Claret's going to be whatever she is, she's going to be based on defense.
Yeah.
So, Brian, let's go ahead and make let's make our calls right now.
Okay, hold on.
Do you think?
Beep,
yeah,
boop,
go ahead.
Boop, beep, boop, boop. Bring. Bring. Eric, you need to pick up the dang phone.
I don't pick up phones from unknown numbers. I've learned my lesson. What do you think Claret will be?
I want her to be a DPS defender.
Okay, defender. What element? Because we haven't. We're gonna call it right now, and then we'll see which one of us is more right when it gets released.
If I had to guess, I would say fire because red.
Okay, I am going with electric because that would be hilarious, and rupture.
Okay.
I think she's going to be a rupture unit that gets sheer force off of defense instead of HP. And I don't know if she's going to be main DPS on a team. I see her being more like a Vanguard DPS, where like a little bit like Cecilia, where it's not the only one carrying your fight, but she's popping in there. I think that's what I'm calling. I'm calling electric rupture. And Brian has said fire defender, chisel it in stone. And when we find out more about Claret, we'll see which one of us was. Yeah. It's going to be neither. She's going to be like wind support. Like, okay, cool. Great.
Wind support that scales off defense, so you have to get her W engine.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't care what she is. I'm going to get her. She looks so sassy.
Even better.
Yes.
Is when she comes out and they release a different disk drive for her because Thorned Rose does not interact with her at all, and it was just a pump fake.
Thorned Rose was only in there to dilute the pool for Remiel discs.
Yeah, they said we needed to add something, and we know we're never releasing another defender, so why not a defense disk drive?
Yeah, Hoyo said, actually, we wanted to give Ben Bigger a new set. So here you go. Now he can do DPS Ben Bigger. He cares so much about defense. We already talked about how Lumaflux has its own chips. So fortunately, I've been really resistant to spending my batteries. So I'm just going to dump a bunch of batteries into Lumaflux chips the moment they come out and just get her built. Let's try to dive in. We got a video for the new patch, and things are going down in a major way. We were introduced to a new character who works in the high ambitions court of Rose Califer, whose name is Truvia.
Yes.
That name is important.
Yeah, when they said that, and I said, okay, all of our...
Hold on.
If she is who she says she is, or if she's any connection, presumably they didn't just Truvia is actually a super common name in Eridu, so...
Yeah. Okay, cool, great. But for those who don't remember, Truvia was the friend of ours from
Helios
Academy, thank you, who was like, you killed Serpico, deuces, I'm out.
Yeah. The one we all thought would be the storyteller who had plucked out her own eyes.
So am I misremembering? I thought the silver-haired one in the flashback picture was Truvia, and the red-haired one was Serpico. But is it opposite? Is Serpico the silver-haired one and Truvia was the red-haired one?
I don't know.
Okay. Because if I misremembered, that means Serpico storyteller, and I'm going to stand by it. Storyteller, Serpico didn't die or got brought back, or the storyteller is Serpico's etheric other that was left untethered after Bell nuked her. Either way, I know you're
no, Serpico's the redhead. I looked him up.
Serpico's the redhead. Okay. All right. So
Truvia is the silver one.
Okay. I have bad feelings about the Truvia that we were introduced to in this 3.1 story.
She's an intelligent construct.
She looks like she's not going to make it to the end of 3.1 if I'm being honest, Brian. I hope she does, but I'm not feeling it. I can't support this in any real way, but that's what my gut says.
Yeah, I'll be interested because they showed a lot without showing a lot.
Yeah,
there was a lot of quick flashes and tiny Sunbringer was walking around, so maybe she's not as lost as we had previously feared.
Yep, we got a lot about Remiel. She's going through it. She doesn't have anywhere she can return to. She still feels grief after killing. She says, "I killed her with my own hands."
Yeah,
but we still don't really know. The implication here has been that she killed Sunbringer, but we really don't know. We saw the third Sunbringer, Brian.
Yes.
How do you feel about Lynn Vern's design?
Gremlin Bringer.
I love her so much. She's my favorite. And I love that, she was revealed and the internet immediately was like, you're only on one side or the other. She's either perfect or you hate it. And I'm like, okay, cool. She's great. She looks amazing. She's a complete gremlin.
I don't troll any of the ZZZ subreddit, so I didn't see anyone else's reactions to it.
Yeah. There's it's pretty much I should stop being there because pretty much every character that gets announced, you either love it or you hate it and you can't be in the middle. We learned a little about Lynn Vern. She's a woman of action who follows her instincts. She's a teenager and she's an excited teen running around with her giant horns and her cute outfit, and apparently spreading rumors about the other people in the aerospace, the what are they called? The defense people. What are they called?
Air police.
The air police. She's been spreading rumors about the air police, but they're all hyping up the people on her team. They're rumors about Sigurd is that she's Void Hunter level and she can do all these things and defeat things in a single swing. And they're like, yeah, someone's been spreading rumors, and I'm pretty sure it's Lynn Vern who's been like, you guys gotta see Sigurd. She's the coolest.
Did you know they have anti-hollow weapons on every single person?
It's so good. I'm really excited for it. The arguments about whether or not each or all of the Sunbringers are going to become playable. Like we've now, I saw a clip in the background of seeing Lynn Vern run is a sword leaning against the wall that has the same color palette as Lynn Vern. And so we've now seen, is it Eldrada? We've seen Eldrada holding the flag spear.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Dracaena, who we saw in the 3.1 teaser, holding a big shield. And we've seen Lynn Vern with a sword in the background. We may know the weapons if they decide to make all three playable. Whether that's like a 3-unit in one thing or a Angels of Delusion thing, or
what if they did like you swap stances?
I want it to be like a fighting game. I went to an arcade with my son over the weekend and we played like Marvel vs. Capcom, and like you can swap characters in and like switch which one. Like I want that. I want them to lean into that part of like the old school fighting game thing of like which one are you using?
That's why we have a team of 3.
But for the character instead of the team of 3. Like I want to see it like that way, where like the different things you're doing are swinging them in to do like assist attacks and stuff. It'd be really cool. Shut up! It's different. I don't want to hear it from you. It's different, and you know it's different, and you're just staring at me like I'm an idiot, because I am. But also,
I mean, that would be cool, but God, could you imagine the complexity that could come out if you had 3 characters that had 3 forms? So now you're juggling 9 different.
Yes, I want that so bad. Like, or it's gonna be like you pick which. Like, I could also see them doing the kind of thing where like in character select you are picking what role you're playing them as.
That would be cool. Know? Of like that would be a Void Hunter level ability of you get one character and she slots into 3 different team comps.
3 roles, and like you were essentially like picking like, okay, I'm going in like I need her to be the defender for my team, or this is my main attacker.
That would be a really cool like concept for a character too.
MiHoYo.
Hire us.
Will hire. You already clearly have a plan, but
if you want us to derail your plans, feel free to give us money.
Do you like tangents? Because we can go on those all day.
I prefer nectarines more than tangents.
Yeah. They smell. I like the way they smell. I used to put an orange in my pocket when I would walk to class on campus, because I like the idea of just throwing my peels places while I was eating an orange. I was a very cool guy on college campuses, just tossing my orange chunks everywhere, attracting bugs. Toby has info on the mastermind.
Do you see that guy who just litters everywhere he goes?
This dork had just been throwing fruit detritus all over the place.
You were the bane of some groundskeeper, because he's like, the orange peel is toxic to the grass.
There's ants everywhere. You can see the trail of ants following this dork. So back to the 3.1 video. They're able to dig out some information from Toby about who the mastermind is. And then we're going to find out that the mastermind is Druvia. Or somebody else from their past.
And that for the last 100 years, Remiel has falsely believed she killed someone.
Yeah. Hey, did I tell you my crackpot theory about like why Sunbringer did what she did?
No.
Okay. So Sunbringer was an intelligent construct, right? Which
still
means original Sunbringer looked like she did from inception. So she lived a long life, but she lived it all as experiencing essentially like as an adult designed for this purpose. So my theory is that when she split herself into 3, she made a kid version, a teen version, and an adult, like a young adult version of herself, so they could experience like the spectrum of life in a way that she wasn't able to because of her like being an intelligent construct.
Interesting.
Yep.
Huh.
That's my theory, Brian. Is that a good theory? That's my theory.
It's a theory.
It's a theory. We learned that Remiel's been being harbored by the En-Na gang.
Yeah. I do enjoy the fact that like because one of the events that we're going to be doing is taking photos, and it's literally just going to be going around taking different photos of Remiel like dunking on Airspace Patrol by being like, look, I'm over here.
I'm over here. What's up?
In Rose Califer. Now I'm over here.
Remiel's playing her own game, and it's like, how incompetent can I make these people look when it comes to me? I like the idea of them also being like, we made this character, and we like the way she looks so much. Your job is just to take pictures of her.
Yeah.
Like, you have to appreciate how much time we've put into the model for this character.
They really, I mean, and I do like the event, the photography events, and they're also genius because they're like, share these photos on the web so that way people are like, ooh, I want to play this game.
I want to do this. And they even like learned that like this new event is, we're jumping ahead again, but this new event, there's two types of pictures you're taking. You're taking life around New Eridu and Rose Califer pictures, and you're taking combat pictures. So you're doing both. They get double the pictures.
They've also added in the stop time mechanic, so you can get like a perfect shot.
You can move time forward incrementally. Yeah.
They were like, you know what? Yeah.
The only other big thing I remember getting from the 3.1 trailer was not 3.1 trailer, but like them talking about things around it, was the idea of the enchainer. I mean, an unenchainer, and we learned that it's something that enemies can become. And they hinted that Gerta Blue Blue and Bashmu almost became enchainers, but didn't. And so they've opened up room for like stronger or harder hollow entities with this idea of an enchainer.
Yeah, I'll be curious to know what an enchainer entails.
Yeah, like what does this mean? What are we doing here? It looks very hype. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It looks really cool. But like anytime we try to talk about like the teaser videos for a patch, it's all out of context.
Yeah.
So we're just extrapolating wildly based on what we think we might have seen.
Cool clips and things and like random snippets of voiceovers, and you're like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm excited about it.
I'm excited. And the music is exceptional.
Yeah. I'm excited
so good.
that the preview of Remiel's theme, the jazzy one, I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, we'll talk about at the very end, they had like the prophecy video as well, which is like, it's so good. They teased some events for us. Let's talk about some events because there's a big one.
It's a big one.
It's called Enigma of the Labyrinth.
They learned from Bangbu Land.
Yep, they did.
Like everyone's, kind of theorized that was a test of future things to come.
Yes, it's is the genre like extraction looter.
Yeah, like, I think it's like the extraction.
That's the new game mode of like game mode du jour now of people. Like roguelikes are old hat. Now we're making extraction looters.
Yeah, it's basically like one step past the battle royales.
Yeah. It's called Enigma of the Labyrinth Operation Bagel, and it's a new permanent mode. So it's one that they not only want us to spend a lot of time doing it, this one feels like an even more of a permanent mode than the Bangbu Auto Fighter did. Because that one was permanent, but also like you can finish it.
Well, they talked about at the end that this was going to be something that they intend to update and continue on. Basically, this is kind of they were saying this is the direction they want to go with hollow exploration.
Yes.
Where it is there's more. You're not just going in like the way the current hollow exploration is. You go around, you explore it once, and then you never go back again.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Bangbu Land, where you went back a couple times, and then once you finished everything, you were done.
Yeah.
This one is like, and it's like they said, everything is them building on, which I think is really cool, because now it's going to be you're taking your team, you're getting gear, you're upgrading stuff, and you're going out, you're exploring, you're fighting hard bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it's going to be really cool if like this is going to finally give us the feel of how a actual hollow exploration goes. Of like every time you're making a little more progress, but like you're not able to just clear it all in one go.
Exactly. I appreciate they were like very explicitly said like this will give you the same weekly credit as doing Hollow Zero does. So this is a full on, just like this is like we can essentially say it's like what the 9th version of Hollow Zero that we've gotten.
Yeah.
But without using the word immersion because it means nothing anymore, they took what used to be menus and made it an experience. So instead of you just like clicking between menus, you're actually running around. There's a base builder element to it, which I'm really into. There is that like extraction, kind of like getting materials and returning with them, and those materials can include polychromes. There's a threat because you're being chased by Uladim, which is terrifying looking.
I like that idea of instead of just a timer and then like after the timers you get kicked out automatically, it's the longer you stay in, the more threat you build up, and so the more stuff that gets thrown at you until you like, I have to go, I can't hang out here anymore. I think that's a more
ludonarratively engaging experience is to have.
I just wanted to say immersive
because
you said it meant nothing.
It's the worst, man. The moment someone's like, it's an immersive experience, you just shut down.
You're like, what does that even mean?
It means nothing. But not only do you get to do all this hunting and running from a guy and gathering things, they've added altar skills, which are like special parries you can do with your characters, and also etheric phantoms. So,
you get a Lucia's ability.
About to say, Lucia better be jazzed that we can just run around as a ether beast and fight things. It looks really fun, man.
Yeah, I'm super excited to dive in. Get it?
To dive in. I like that we can get Pyrois mindscapes from doing this and like new outfits and things. And they also showed us that the outfits will show up if you put the horse head on. If you put the horse head on Belle and you use Pyrois's ult, the horse head's gonna wiggle while you pick the ult.
I'm really glad that it didn't take long for them to add it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's kind of something that like was like feedback from the beta of 3.0 and people like, oh, it'd be really cool if we could do that. Or if it was like something that was already in the work and they just couldn't get it like coded fully for the launch and said they're like, we just need like another month to get it to work or what. But either way, it's here.
It's great.
You finally like you get one more reason to collect all of the cool little dingly
fashions. Get all the fashion hunting. We'll explore more of Enigma of the Labyrinth when it comes out. There's also like it's tied in. So this is the other thing that we didn't mention is it's connected directly to Joyeus's Claret, right? And so this is them also listening to feedback where it feels like new characters come out of nowhere or like Void Hunters has showed up. We're getting crumbs about Joyeus, who's probably not going to be relevant. Like he's not going to be the big guy until version like 4.0, right? But we're continuing to get more of these connections to these like old Void Hunters and stuff. It's cool.
As an aside, Eric, I just want you to know you're about to get so annoyed because someone just like a landscaper just went by and I just watched the waveform just a steady.
Oh no! I'm gonna isolate that from your audio and just magnify it immensely and put it somewhere randomly in this episode, and you'll be like, "What was that?" We'll loop it every 5 minutes. We're getting a summer event, which is where we get the Lucy skin.
We're gonna get paid to vacuum up sea creatures.
Get paid to. This is one of those times where the like narrative for what we're doing doesn't sound fun, but the gameplay looks like it's going to be very satisfying to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The summer events are like anachronistic to the actual story. It's like Fate Grand Order did this a lot, where they're
non-canonical almost.
They're like any of the holidays. They're like we'll make occasional references, but they're like at no point should you consider these canon. Because we understand the world has just been destroyed, but right now we have to go to Hawaii because we're doing a manga convention event,
Yep.
and that's going to be super cool. And then after that's done, we're going to go back to the world being apocalyptic.
Exactly. There's a meteor falling towards the planet, but I got to go to Costa del Sol real quick so I can surf for a while and get all my goodies. It looks fun though. They've expanded Fantasy Resort. We're running a souvenir shop. It does feel like the gathering part is running around. You're collecting items off the beach. It looks like it's going to be a very fun thing to do. I'm not excited to do it on my phone, but fortunately ZZZ's on Steam Deck now, so I don't have to.
And Xbox.
So all three of you who have one, congratulations. But also like we're making souvenirs. And so like the selling is not just like hit a button, sell things. There's a little bit more involved, which I like the idea of doing that. It looks fun, free stuff, nice and lighthearted.
I hope in like 7 years, if ZZZ is still like in its current iteration and isn't like ZZZ squared and
ZZZ,
like by now the fantasy resort has like taken over all of the peninsula and it's just this giant mega structure resort because every year they've just added another element to it.
You go to New Eridu Police State like force, and but it's all like coconuts everywhere, and the person with the front desk has putting lays on people and like, yeah, no, we're still doing our job. It's just everything's beach now. Everything's beach. The hollows spread as does Fantasy Resort, and they spread at equal rates, and so one of the two is going to win. We'll go into Fantasy Resort Hollow. Other events we kind of talked about. We talked about the picture of it already. We talked about taking pictures of Rem already. There's Ding Dong delivery training in progress, which I think is going to be one of those more lighthearted non-combat events.
Yeah.
We're getting our anniversary recap will be coming up soon. It's called Faithin's Grand Reveal of the Year. Usually that just shows you all the fun things you did and you get some free polychromes for it. There's a new mode in Deadly Assault.
Yeah.
If you're really sweaty.
You have to I'll be interested to see what rewards are locked behind it because you have to 9-star Deadly Assault to even attempt it,
even see it. Now I did write. I was with you. I was like, if they gate polychromes behind adversity mode, there's gonna be an uproar. But they were very specific, and they said there are titles, name cards, and avatars.
Yeah,
you can get from doing Deadly Assault adversity, and also like a badge that goes on your name card that will probably like just like you get a badge for each time you've cleared 9-star.
And it like rotates.
Yes. You know what? I might try it. I will not care.
I am all for cosmetic stuff locked behind a really hard difficulty.
Love it. Love it. I can skip it. I get 9 stars consistently, and that feels good to me. I might take a swing at it, but if my experiences in other games is any indicator, I don't care that much. You know what I mean? Unless it's like I have the primo team for that boss. Like if it's the boss that like is designed for Sanby and her squad to fight, I might try that in adversity mode because I've got that team crazy built.
Yeah.
If it's anybody else, it's cool.
Because they showed Captain. They showed Wolf McGee.
Wolf.
And
Ramiel.
And I can't use the angels, so I am not trying adversity mode against Wolf Boy.
It's not for Brian. I'm glad it exists though because it lets people who care about that kind of thing flex. We've got people in our Discord who I know are going to nail it, and I'm really happy for you guys. I'm glad that I can try it and not feel bad if I don't get it. We're getting tons of free pools just for logging in and doing check-in events. We get a free S rank from logging in during version 3.1.
Yes.
It is Jane, Silver Soldier Anby, Hugo, Trigger, or Lucia.
Yeah, those are all good. And then there's Hugo.
But also they're W engines, and that's important. So let's break it down real quick, Brian. This is you're not on the social spaces. This is like the conversation right now is because between this and some of the other things we're about to talk about, there's lots of access to agents. First of all, rule number 1, get the one you want. Like if you're like, I care about this character, I'm going to get this character. If you have them all, or there's ones on that list that you don't care about, or you have multiple ones that you're not sure about, I would argue the most beneficial to get would be Lucia. Like, if you imagine you have none of these, right?
Yeah.
I think Lucia is the best get because she is the Rupture support number one.
Yeah.
And there's Rupture weak bosses. If you don't have Lucia, get Lucia. Her W engine is really good for her, by the way. If you don't, I would then say Jane is next priority. If you don't have Jane, Jane's worth picking up.
Especially with her getting a buff and
Getting
her
crazy
being good
buffs.
with. If you have Valina and don't have Jane, this would be a good pickup.
Get Jane. I will say there's like a tiny asterisk on Jane that Jane is, of the 5 in this list, she's the only one that you could get for free just by pulling duplicates of characters you already have at Mindscape 6. Because she is in the shop that you can trade in currency for. But that requires you to have like other standard characters at M6 already. And Jane Doe's M2 is Mindscape 2 is arguably one of the most influential Mindscapes in the game for characters who are presently relevant. That isn't like a 6. So like if you already have Jane, or you get Jane and then you find a way to get another copy of Jane, that's okay. 3 copies of Jane, if you want to go crazy, she becomes insanely good.
Yeah.
After that, I would say Trigger and Silver Soldier Ambi are in a weird place.
They are. If you have one, get the other.
Yeah.
But if you have neither, I would be cautious.
Yeah.
Because they really want each other.
Yeah.
Like that. That's really good for the people who need to fill out one of the spots on that team and didn't get like that.
Oh, it's huge for that. Or if you're like, if you have Silver Soldier Ambi and you have her at Mindscape 1, Silver Soldier Ambi's Mindscape 2
turns her into a machine gun
for her. It's amazing. It feels so good to play her with that. So if you're a big fan of her and you don't have that second Mindscape and you can get it for free, go for it. I meant to mention Lucia's Mindscape 1. If you have all of these, Lucia's Mindscape 1, I think like calcs to be 10% increase in team damage. It's worth getting if you have everybody and you're not sure what to pick. Hugo's clearly on the bottom of the list. There's just Hugo's got his unique totalize mechanic, which cares about stun window. Hugo does still have a place on teams if you've built him out, because it's an insane amount of burst damage. So actually, if you can trigger a stun during like any of the phases of the new Shiyu defense, Hugo can pop off. But Hugo pretty much requires a double stunner team, which is tricky. He really likes lighter. If you have lighter, cool. If you don't. And so he's much more niche than like Jane or Lucia.
Also, Sigrid's going to be coming out.
And Sigrid's about to come out. For W engines, if you have Trigger and you don't have her engine's designed for her. It's really good for her. Same thing for Silver Soldier. Silver Soldier Ambi's actually kind of in the middle. Jane, you can get her W engine from the free shop. I don't know if I would pick up Jane's engine unless you really want it. Lucia's engine's really good for her if you don't have it. Taster's choice. We can go into more detail later. I am slightly conflicted, Brian, because as I mentioned at the head of this episode, I'm only missing 9 characters.
Yeah.
And with 3.1 coming, I could be in position to get 4 of those 9 characters for essentially free. But that would require me picking Hugo when I could get a Lucia Mindscape. And I don't know which I care about more. Making Lucia, who I actually use and love, stronger.
Yeah.
Or filling out my roster of all the units that I could possibly have.
Well, if you hold on and don't care too much, as they've shown, they're expanding the free character banners.
That's true. I'm probably going to go with Lucia Khan because Lucia is amazing. But yes, you're right. And I want to talk about it in just a second because we're almost there. We're also getting Peroa's upgrade materials. Like we're getting his W engine or their W engine refinement materials as well, just from logging in. Let's talk about what you were hinting at, Brian. They're doing something I've never seen a gacha game do before. They are not only expanding the pool of possible S ranks you could get from losing your 50-50, which would traditionally be a bad thing. It sounds good, but it dilutes the pool so you don't get copies as frequently. It makes it harder for you to get Mindscape 6, which then makes it harder for you to use the currency to get another copy of Jane. Or in my case, my first copy of Qing Yi, because I don't have her yet and I could get her for free, so I'm really close. I'm one Soldier 11 pull away from getting Qing Yi just to flesh out my account, and that's kind of fun. But with the new characters being added, do you remember which 3 characters are being added to the 50/50s?
Yanagi.
And
Caesar.
And Caesar. And
Zuyuan.
It's the Brian trifecta.
Yeah, I was like, all right, can I only have 3 people in my selection pool?
Yeah, you can't argue with that. Those are all characters Brian loves. They're adding Zuyuan, Caesar, Yanagi. What they're letting you do is, of the 9 possible characters you could get from losing your 50/50, you can select which 6 you might pull from.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Which is great.
That's amazing. So it means if you're like me and you don't have Zuyuan, you have a chance of getting Zuyuan for free. Like as I'm going to use scare quotes around the word bonus, but as a bonus. If you're Brian and you're obsessed with Yanagi, you now have a pathway to
I will now be wishing for every 50/50 to fail.
If you lose a 50/50, you could get a Mindscape 6 Yanagi, Brian.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Brian's been texting me every hour since the video came out being like, Mindscape 6 Yanagi. Mindscape 6 Yanagi. But it also means that if you don't want, like, if you're like, it sucks to pull my 19th copy of Nekomata, you don't have to have her on the list anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it.
Or you can keep her on and keep, farming for more chances to pull Jane.
That's my plan, is to try. I'm definitely going to put Zuyuan Yanagi on because I don't have Zuyuan yet. And I'm probably going to put Caesar on too because it's Caesar. And I'd like a Mindscape 6 Yanagi. But I would like to try to keep at least 2 of those 6 slots filled with someone who's already at Mindscape 6 because it's a chance to get more attempts at like a Jane or a Qing or somebody else from that shop. They're also letting you do the same thing for W engines, which is awesome because it means you can stop getting Lycone's W engine, which is worse for him than Coletta's is for him. And instead, you can get like pretty solid engines. But they're also letting you pick your A rank agents and A rank W engines as well, which is good because it means you can help prioritize Kaboom the Cannon, which is Lucy's engine and is usually like second or third best W engine for any support in the game, bar none. So getting more copies of that is always going to be good. 3 characters are getting buffed. We've already talked about it. Jane's getting buffs. Jane's getting what are they called? You know what I'm talking about. Potential. Jane's got potential. Nekomata's getting potential, and Rina's getting potential.
Which, Nekomata, I think we kind of talked about a while ago.
She needs it.
Where when you do her, like, character trial, it's literally just introduction to, like,
how do you play the game?
Quick assist or something.
Yeah.
Her mechanic is literally just a baseline mechanic.
And something
buffed.
about attacking from behind enemies. She's the only character I can think of that has a positional bonus. But it's also really hard to manage positionals on characters and on enemies in these games because they move around so much and they spin and dash and jump.
Yeah.
It's just hard to manage. I'm very interested to see what Rina's potential ends up doing because Rina is on the cusp of being a very relevant supporter unit.
Yeah.
She's finicky to use.
Yeah, she's definitely one of those that, like, gets really good when you get more mindscapes of her. And I'll be interested to see, like you said, exactly what the potential is. If it's just that the buff, her little puppet buff lasts longer or what.
I'll definitely be keeping her on my my 6 slots for a while to get more copies of her because I am very interested to see what those potentials look like. And then the other thing they mentioned, they're refreshing the top-up bonuses for spending real money on the game.
And if you spend real money, then you get a chance to select agents.
Filmgoer top-up event returns, which includes choices for W engines, and then further on, choices for agents. And also it gives you like an animated name card, a phone theme, and all the stuff around Remio.
Yeah.
The 3 choices this time are killer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You've got Vivian, who isn't as relevant as she was this time last year, but is still a very good ether anomaly. You've got Astra Yao, who is still like
has a great
really
place.
good. She's still, I mean, she was our number 1 from season 1 for a reason. Like,
yeah,
she's still good, especially for attackers, and we're seeing attackers come back again. And then there's Seed.
Feet.
And Seed, shh, you hush. Seed's interesting. If you've got a stacked account, Seed is sometimes a side grade. However, Seed's best partner in the game is Cecilia, who is the best character in the game. So if you don't have Seed and you do have Cecilia because you have a human heart and blood flows through your veins, then you want Seed.
Yeah.
But
coincidentally, Astriel also is really good paired with Seed and Cecilia.
Yes. Astriel is really good. Of those 3, I think, like, if we were to rank them again like we did earlier, Astriel is number 1 on that list.
Yes.
If you don't have her,
because
Astriel
can still slot into any team to fit in that void.
And she's super easy to use. She's not that hard to build. You don't need her W engine, really, because she's just as good with Kaboom the Cannon. So that's great. If you don't have any Astriel's to pick, I will say Seed's W engine is almost universally good for attacker agents. It's really, really good. So if you're playing through, and even if you don't care about Seed, if you don't know which W engine to pick up, hers is the best one to pick up. Because it sometimes is at, or if not a tiny bit higher than W engines like built for other characters. It's just really, really universally good. So if you are spending money, you probably already know who you want, but that's how I would rank those. I would put Seed's engine at the top, and then get Vivs or Astras based on if you have the characters. I would put Astra at the top for the character selector. I don't have Seed, Brian, so this is another one of the characters that I could get.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, I could get Hugo, Zhu Yuan, Qing Yi, and Seed in like one fell swoop here. Qing Yi's the hardest one because I'm 1 currency short of getting a free S rank from the store from pulling extra copies of Soldier 11. So like, I could do it, Brian, but I also don't know if I want Hugo on my account that bad. I like Hugo aesthetically a lot, but I like Lucia and I use her a lot.
Yeah, that's the tricky part, is that they strike the good balance of you don't need to keep going up, but you're like, I like them and I kind of want to just keep making them better.
But I could go up. I could do it. Anyways, all good things. I'll waffle about this on the Discord for a while. Last couple of little bits to talk about. They're adjusting in and out levels. If you're not max level, it's going to be a much smoother progression, which means you get things faster. It's less of a slog. They've made the beginning pathway a lot more clear to people. They're giving more rewards for doing those like pathway things to like just progress through the game.
Yeah.
And if you've already done it, they're giving you the what you didn't get the first time through. So just by having played the game, when you log in, you'll click a button, you get a whole bunch of free rewards and stuff, which is nice. This is huge. If you are not a day 1 player and you missed out on some of the event exclusive W engines, they're being added to the shop.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mercado Desires is still a pretty good engine if you're in the need. A lot of them aren't amazing, but if you feel like you're missing out, no more FOMO, you can get to them. And they're making it easier for us to lock and unlock W engines, which is good because I got a pile of those things. And then you mentioned earlier there's a KFC version. There's an Xbox version of ZZZ, and there's a KFC event that's going on. KFC and miHoYo have a long, loving history together. I have a pair of wings in Genshin Impact that came from a KFC crossover that actually looked good on a couple of characters.
Amazing.
And then they announced the first ever Zenless Zone Zero crossover event. MiHoYo shaking their own hand. They're doing a crossover with Star Rail from them. MiHoYo. Cool. We'll know more when we get there. I don't have strong feelings yet. It's fine. So
I think that's finally it.
That's it.
There was a lot.
There was a lot. We did get a video. We got a really hype video called Prophecy. That's like their anniversary video that shows. It does the same thing that the 3.1 video did, which I think it shows a lot of things that are going to be important to us in the future. But right now, just like it looks hype because it's a bunch of Void Hunters doing cool things and styling on an aura farming. I really liked the music. It's got that like club jazzy feel. Yeah, that's how it sounded, Brian. The vocalist has like this kind of like Macy Gray kind of like grit to her voice. It's awesome. And if you haven't listened to it, take a couple minutes, go listen to the Prophecy video. That's got to be everything.
I think that was
oh man,
this was almost, if not just as much stuff as the whole 3.0.
It's huge, man. It's absolutely massive. It's a good time to be playing Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you should. Just a reminder that like some events are ending pretty soon. So if you've been putting things off, let's see, I think it's going to be 5 to 6 days from when this episode comes out. Pretty much when the next patch comes out. Things like the Celestial Nexus dossier, which is just like, hey, are you playing the game, is going to end. The bonus stuff for the Bang Boo Auto Chess ends when 3.1 comes out. So if you've been putting off some of those things, do them. And if you're having trouble, jump in our Discord because I'm obsessed with that event and I'll happily help kind of strategize around levels and things. Same thing for like the extra chips for doing the mock exam stuff.
Oh yeah, the ball X pit.
Ball X pit, Bang Boo X pit. That ends in it ends earlier than the other ones do. At the time of recording, everything else is like 8 days, and this one is 6 days and 18 hours. So you can go ahead and timestamp when Brian and I are recording. So even more urgently, do your ball pit stuff.
That one's pretty quick. Like you can knock that out in like an hour or two.
It's fun too, and you can't go wrong in it. Otherwise, when this episode comes out, I mean, first of all, Brian and I will both have Remiel firmly in our hands. I can guarantee it.
Well, no, because not when this episode comes out.
Sorry, when the next episode comes out on July 6th.
August. We're in July.
Brian, I should know this.
Ooh, you're struggling today.
I'm losing my mind, man. On August
when we
6th,
go back in time, Remiel will not have yet come out.
It'll be a Monday. Okay, so on August 6th, when this episode comes out.
That episode comes out.
Brian. Take us home, Brian. I can't do it anymore. I'm losing it. You guys know what I'm saying. We'll talk about Remiel and all the cool things happening. And it will not be our story recap episode because it won't have been 2 weeks since the story dropped. So don't worry about spoilers there. But I'm excited, man. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
If you like what we do, like, comment, follow, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your loved ones, go to conventions and hand out business cards. These guys sometimes focus on what they're talking about. Our Discord is a really cool place to come hang out. We've got it continues to make me very happy to have a place that people talk about Zenless Zone Zero and also just like things that are happening in their lives and other games in like a very positive and supportive space. It's a cool place to be if that's something you're looking for. Until next time.
Goodbye. Get it?
Discord cut all of that out, so I'm just gonna keep it. Discord's like, nope, that's too loud, and blocked it. So whatever you just said, I stamp wholeheartedly.
Goodbye.